What comes to mind when you think of chocolate chips, chunky peanut butter, and Heath crumbs? I'm sure all of us at some point have baked cookies, whether it's for school or at home. Well, about 4 years ago, I was baking cookies at home, and I decided to create my own recipe because I had nothing better to do. It's so easy and very yummy to make your own cookies at home. I will explain the process of baking cookies and how you bake the dough. So let's start by doing the most important thing, which is to gather all the materials together. First, you're going to need flour, brown sugar, salt, vanilla flavoring, baking soda, 2 eggs, butter, chocolate chips, and Heath crumbs, and most important, chunky peanut butter. Now that all your ingredients are together, you can start to make the dough. The second step is to add all the ingredients together in the mix bowl and start to make the dough. So let's start by adding the ingredients together. You'll need 3½ cups of flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 cup of real butter, and 2 eggs, and 2/3 of crunchy peanut butter. Now that all your ingredients are together in the mix bowl, you can mix the ingredients together. Okay, now that all your ingredients are together in the bowl, you can add the chocolate chips and the Heath. I usually use about 1/2 bag of chocolate chips and 1/2 bag of Heath. And then after you have both of them in the bowl, you can mix it with a spoon. It works a lot easier than an actual mixer. Now that the chocolate chips and Heath crumbs are mixed into the dough, your oven should be preheated to 375 and ready to put the cookies in. Once the oven is preheated, you roll the dough balls into about a 50-cent piece size, and you place them around the pan, putting 12 on the pan at a time only, giving them enough space each so they don't overlap once they start to rise up. Now that your cookies are all rolled out and there's 12 on the pan, they're ready to go into the oven. They're in the oven for about 7 to 8 minutes. Did you know how to make chocolate chip, chunky peanut butter, Heath crumb cookies? Let's go over what I showed you today. Today I showed you how to bake cookies, my famous chocolate chip, chunky peanut butter, Heath crumb cookies. The first step was gathering all the materials together, adding the materials together to make the dough, and then making the dough balls and putting them in the oven to bake. I'm sure all of us at some point have made cookies, whether it's for school or just for fun at home. So when you're baking cookies next time at home, just remember to make it fun and just go crazy. Add some ingredients you thought you wouldn't. At home. So when you're no.